Wow. I've got Archangel Michael with me today, and the message is really clear, plain, and simply saying, do not live in fear. He says it's really important that we cultivate the ability to be in the present moment, where literally the kingdom of God is in a place of fearlessness, not a place of fear. And it's fascinating to think that we have this opportunity with us on the planet where there is so much fear being propagated, and that it is really the time when everybody has the opportunity to relinquish their fear. Until you know you have fear, you can't let it go. Most people have been living it unconsciously. Yeah, he says most of us have been living in our fear unconsciously, and that this is the time that we are now being made so conscious of it. That we are being made so conscious of it that we have the opportunity to literally liberate it from our lives. Just give me a moment here. Thank you. So we've been spending so many times living in ignorance of our fear that now it has been brought to the forefront of our awareness. It has literally been brought to the forefront of our awareness. And he says, if you are unwilling to liberate yourself from your fear, then suffering will be your natural state. So many of you have this opportunity now. In fact, all of you do have the opportunity to relinquish your fear. The degrees and intensity of your fear will differ from the nature of your life and your circumstances. Yes. Each of you will have your own awareness of this. Yes. Letting go of whatever it is that you are afraid of right now. Let it go. Let go of your fear. Wow. Anyway, he's been saying, and so things come up. How much do you have enough time? Like things like, do you have enough time to do certain things? Do you have enough time to get things you want? Anything that causes you to be afraid, you have to relinquish your fear to continue to stay attached and connected to your fear. Just a moment, please. Thank you. Okay. Anything that's going to keep you connected to your fear, you need to let it go. You need to let your fear go. You need to let your fear go. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck in it. And you won't be able to do anything because your fear will keep you in your suffering. Release your fear. Release your attachment to all of your fears. Yeah. Wow. So he's been in here, and all of these things have been coming up. It's really funny in the last couple of days that have stimulated a lot of fear. And in becoming aware of your fear at that moment of awareness, that is the only time you can liberate yourself from fear. You cannot liberate yourself. You will not be liberated from it by any of us. You must choose to relinquish your fear in any and all circumstances, to relinquish your fear. He's saying also it's important that when you operate from a place of strength and personal power and love, then you can act very differently than most people that are bound by fear. But the choice must be one of a conscious choice. You must make it a conscious choice to relinquish your fear. You must do so consciously. You can't just say, get rid of my fear. Yeah. He says, we'll help you energetically. We can give you vibrational awareness. We can give you vibrational awareness of states of emotion and feeling that will remind you of the state that you naturally exist in, especially when we are present with you. Whenever you call us or we are present with you, you can feel the shift in the energy. Do not get caught up in thinking that the energy that we offer you is something that is not yours. The moment you recognize the energy, it is yours. The moment you recognize that state of consciousness, that state of being, that is that energy, that vibration of what you would call love, certainty, creation, joy. These vibrations you can pick up as easily as you can pick up the vibrations of fear. Yes, even the children of fear, these vibrations that you would call anger and annoyance and frustration, even these vibrations, once you are aware that they are not the nature of who you are, you can simply surrender them. But we can offer you some shelter in terms of reminding you of the vibration that is your true nature. The vibration that is your true nature, that place of beingness, that place of love and joy that is you. Whether you are in the body or out of the body, this choice must be made consciously. You must consciously make that choice. It is very simple. The moment you are aware of it, simply let it go. Simply let your fear go. Just let it go. And then in that process, there is something that is there when you relinquish fear. There is something that is there when you relinquish your fear in any moment. Whether you think you have not enough time to do something, relinquish your fear. If you think there's a job you need to get done and you can't get it done when you think you're supposed to get it done, relinquish the fear. If you're facing the possibility of losing a relationship, then relinquish the fear. Relinquish your fear so that that which is true may be restored to you. And only that which is true can be restored to you from a place of fearlessness, to relinquish your fear of all things, in all places, in all spaces, in all times. This is something that you must choose to do. We can, again, offer you the vibration of love. We can offer you the vibration of joy. We can offer you the vibration of transmutation so that you can feel that these energies can be transmuted. You can receive assistance. But please understand that this assistance is simply a reminder of your own power to elect to do so on your own. It's it's easier to do than you think. It is far easier to relinquish your fear than it is to remain attached to them. It is far easier. And you will discover this. You will discover this if you do not think you have enough time. This is one of the biggest ones we see. Many of you do not think you have enough time. And in that, anytime you realize this, no, I have enough time. I have enough time. I will not hurry. Do not let fear govern you any longer. This time on the planet, with all of these changes that you're observing, stoke the vibrations of fear, but likewise, they may also stoke the vibrations of love if you relinquish your fear. If you relinquish your fear, then you will restore yourself to love. For what else can there be when fear is not present but love? What else can there be but love when fear is not present? And you may surrender it at any time you choose. There is no rule that says you must do it this time or another time, but there is a choice that you must need make in order for that process to deliberately unfold from within yourself as it is your natural state to be in a state of love and grace. and so everything that happens, like I said, the things that are happening around me are just amazing because they give you the chance for me, the chance to relinquish my fear. And you have that same opportunity right now. Anything that's around you that would normally create a state of fear or uncertainty, take the time to relinquish and let go of your fear. Well, let's get into a couple of questions. From Adam. Hi, Adam. Great question. But he's not here today. We got Michael with us today. He's just saying there is no reason why anyone cannot create what they desire. There is no reason why anyone cannot create what they desire. If you understand that there are no definitions or restrictions on energy, there's nothing that can prevent that. Hello, Enjoy. Good morning, Danielle. Danielle is asking, when our guides suggest unconditional love, do they mean all people? They mean letting go of fear. The minute you let go of fear, there's nothing to worry about. The minute you let go of fear, it completely changes things. The minute you let go of fear, it completely changes things. Very fascinating. Question from Enjoy. In meditation, I see color lights and also feel energy come in me. What is going on there? You're opening your pineal gland up. Enjoy your meditations. You're now opening your pineal gland, which will allow you to start to perceive in other dimensional realms. The pineal gland is literally the transmitting and receiving station for literally a limitless band of consciousness throughout the spectrum of being. So you're accessing different dimensional realms. So have fun with that and explore. Call on your guides and angels when you're doing that. Bring questions into that place. When you go into your meditation and you feel that those colors and things come up, call your guides, call your angels, ask Master Jesus, ask Master Buddha to offer you guidance and assistance in that place where you start to experience the shifts in energy and consciousness that happen as a result of stimulating your pineal gland like that. You're activating your pineal gland. That's great. A question from Sunny. Good morning, Jody. I had a dream about a dragon recently. It was a scary one when the dragon was not nice. What was the message behind this dream? It should be very evident that, again, the liberation of your fear, you will see this very differently. You might see the wonder, the magnificence of the power that lay dormant within you. Understand that your own egoic understandings of what you may believe things mean from that perspective of the ego, you misinterpret the meaning and strength of the powerful message that was given to you, that you are this powerful energy, that you are this limitless being that can change and alter conditions very simply and easily. Yes. Yeah, that place, yes. He's saying, he's just saying a whole bunch of things really fast, but this whole place of relinquishing your fear is so important. Relinquish your fear so that you can get the truth of messages. Because from the vibration of fear, we experience and perceive the world a certain way. From the vibration of fearlessness, we experience the world very differently. Yes. He says, many of you have conceptions of love, but do not understand it because you have not really relinquished your fear. But you still contrast it. What do you mean by you still contrast it? You still compare the understanding of love with fear, but you do not understand how to experience love without reference to fear. When you relinquish your attachment to fear in any moment, there is an instant that you will experience in the liberation of fear. And in that instant, you get a glimpse of what love is. Love is a fearless state. And it is a very free, powerful, and creative state. Fear has its restrictions and limits on its creative effects over different levels of consciousness. And the expressions and creations of fear are primarily limited to the conditions of time, space, and matter, whereas the conditions of love and creatively have no limits whatsoever relative to what you understand life to be. Cool. I like that. Oh, hi, Betsy. Hi, Julie. Yeah, he's saying that alignment to the heart will enhance that for you. That alignment to your heart will enhance that for you. Yeah, that's for you, Julia. The alignment to your heart will enhance that for you. And I don't know what he means by that, but he's very, very clear. How do we, Betsy's asking, how do we reconcile financial planning for retirement in a changing financial climate with living in a state of subconscious fear? He says the only way you reconcile that is by releasing your subconscious fear. You simply release your subconscious fear. This is very simple. Again, the creative energy of fear and the creative energy of love are very different in their effects and their scope and their impact in creation. But this is very simple. Just relinquish the subconscious fear. Must understand too that what you call subconscious fear much is connected to the body and the body's need for what you call survival. And again, when you relinquish your fear, the guidance that you will receive and the direction you will require to go in will be very different than that which fear would incline you to. And your subconscious fears, or your unconscious fears, whatever you choose to call them, will direct you very specifically in their way, as love will direct you very specifically in its way. But how can you know love with fear? You cannot. But you will know. Wonderful. Yes. Question from NJ. At 1 p.m. daily, I feel strong energy in my face, pulling me to connect. Is this my guardian angel calling me to communicate? I know Archangel Gabriel is trying to get you to look ahead. At that time when you feel that energy, yeah, he wants you to feel where that pulling is taking you. Follow it. Follow that pulling energy when you feel that. Yeah, he says he's coming at a specific time of the day so that you get familiar with his presence. Your guardian angel stands behind you when this is happening. Yeah, trying to nudge you forward. Your guardian angel is trying to push you forward when Gabriel is trying to draw you forward that way. That's really cool. Question from SJK. My friend Wade knew all of the conspiracy theories before everyone else. Why did he choose to leave the planet now before the changes manifest and the new world is born? Well, the new world is being born right now, but yeah, each and every being chooses their time and their way. You must understand, if you define your life in terms of your body, you will find yourself somewhat confused. If you define your life only in terms of your body, you will find yourself confused. If you understand the nature of what you are and who you are, there would be no confusion whatsoever. Again, my whole message today is quite simple: to relinquish your attachment to fear, to let your fear go, to release it from you. And then you will know the truth much clearer. The fear will always eschew you to what its perception is, whereas the relinquishment of that will allow you to glimpse a whole other perception, some of which you may never have experienced before. Yes, the fearless state is very different than what you know. Many of you understand love as a contrast to fear. We do not understand love as a contrast to fear. We understand love as its own extension and expression of itself. When you understand this, there's a level of freedom that you get to experience that many on this planet are learning to do right now by relinquishing their attachment to fear, whether they know it or not. Some of you will get so exhausted from being afraid that you will just have to let it go. You won't be able to hold on to your exhaustion anymore because the fear is just too much. You'll just let it go. It will not apply to you anymore. It can get very difficult doing something that is not natural to you, and fear is not your natural state. It never will be. Fear is not your natural state, nor will it ever be. I like that. Hi, Rudy. Question from Rudy. Any guidance for me from Archangel Michael? My friend Mikey, is he passed? I feel him around a lot. I'm not feeling that he's gone. Again, I'm feeling Archangel Michael says he's by him, he's with him, but he's not gone from here, but he's not gone to there. Right. He's got some things to finish here first. He's got a few things to finish before he moves on. Yeah, but he's not gone from here yet. Cool. Yes, question from Adam. I understand, but Archangel Michael didn't explain on how an animate object can be integrated with consciousness, and how exactly is it related to Kabbalistic magic? How is it possible to do this? He's saying you're still confused about the concepts and understanding about the power of your consciousness to create very specific things very precisely, simply with a clear focus. Again, if you are going to be confused by ritual and the things of this world as being that which would define the focus of the creative process, then again, you are still trying to comprehend processes that are governed outside of the realm of your known physics, but fully comprehensible by the perception of your consciousness as it is as an awareness, as a creative entity. Yes. The statement, as you think, so it shall be, is the simplest way that I could illustrate that for you. Again, many of you think, well, I think many thoughts, but it does not happen. And we would say to you, that is because you do not believe it. You can think millions of thoughts and they will not happen if you do not believe it. It is the moment that belief is conceived and bonded to an idea of manifestation, that the manifestation is inevitable. Yes, it's really interesting. We were, I think I might have mentioned this, my wife and I experienced an example of that just the other day. We were out looking for pumpkins, and pumpkin season's late. And we were just driving along and saying, we weren't finding any pumpkins, but we decided, Norma had said, let's find 10 pumpkins in 10 minutes. And we drove for about 7 minutes. We came across a window and had pumpkins in the window. And we walked in and asked if we could have the pumpkins. They said, yeah, sure. The minute you conceive of an idea and there's no resistance to it, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You don't need ritual, and you don't need Kabbalah, you don't need the Bible, you don't need all these things to create. If there's no resistance to an idea in your consciousness, it will happen. And fear is the greatest resistance of all. Relinquish your fear, there will be no more resistance. Question from Trist. I feel a pressure and sometimes warmth above my left eye. What is the meaning of this? How should I react? Who is communicating with me? Yes, this is a fairy being. This is a very light being above the left eye. Yes, feel it. It's a little fairy. And again, they're telling me to tell you to notice the place and time you most feel this. That's where their presence is strongest. You can be with them there. In that moment, you can be with them there. Share the energy. Share the energy back and forth. Remove the questioning element and move into the experience of it. Remove the questioning element and move into the experiencing of it. But these fairy beings, they really want you to get into playfulness with them, but experience the energy of it. Right now, you got your intellect questioning it, so it makes it hard for you to really connect to what they're saying and what the exchange is. So move from questioning into experiencing it, and you'll have a very different awareness than you do at the present moment through the process of questioning, right? Questioning is a great thing to gain understanding sometimes, but sometimes it can also get in the way from your understanding when you're questioning an experience. Sometimes it's better to have the experience and know the experience than to question the experience while you're having it. They're very different things. Anyway, great question. Thank you so much. Wow. One more question from Sunny. What does it mean for two beings to have the same vibration match if one is awakened and the other is not? Well, if they are of the same vibrational match, then they will be of the same vibrational match. So there would be no confusion. They would both be awake or they would both be asleep. Again, from the perspective of your awareness as a sentient soul, the recognition and awareness of yourself, or the recognition and awareness of themselves, is necessary to identify that connection in truth, all of you are the same vibrational being from the perspective of what you are as a soul. There is not one on this planet that is not in vibrational alignment from the perspective of what you are as a being. It is on this lower vibrational plane. And when we say lower, we simply mean that vibrational plane of mass and matter that is very different. But the differences are here very obvious because there is changes in vibration and frequency far more than there are on the level of your consciousness as a soul. But the distinctions are not so apparent at the level of soul, which is why you're attracted to them, because your souls are attracted. But you're attracted up here, but you're trying to understand that perception from down here. Again, if you realign to them up here, you will be no confusion. If you recognize the relationship is founded upon that place of connection, there will not be so much judgment. But again, if you find yourself in judgment, you're simply holding on to your fear. Relinquish your fear and see what happens. Have no fear and see what happens. Great. Wow. What a day. It's going to be really, can everybody feel those? Can you feel the vibrations? The last couple of days, the vibrations have really been settling in, things getting really grounded on the planet now with these high level ascension energies that have come in over the last week. And now there's this feeling of calm and grounding coming into the planet. That's been really, really exciting for me anyway. Today, I'm just starting to feel it. And yeah, it's going to become more prevalent for the next few days. Go out and do some grounding, get on the grass, get connected to the earth, breathe lots of good air, meditate, drink lots of water, connect to nature, do things that really help raise your vibration up, eat lots of good living food, eat live vegetables, fresh fruit, things that really perk your energy up and allow you greater electrical connectivity. Also, I want to say to everybody, for those of you that are here and those of you that are going to come and watch this later, our Mediumship 101 program begins tomorrow with the orientation at 10 a.m. For those of you that want to register today, please go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out our courses and classes there. But Mediumship 101 begins tomorrow, and you can register for any of our courses directly from my website. So please consider that day. We'll look to see you in the courses and classes then. I want to thank Archangel Michael for being present and that little fairy being that came in. Thank you as well. I want to wish you all much love. And I'll see you tomorrow for the meditation the meditation will be at 10 a.m. The orientation for the 101 will be at 11 a.m. And I will see you guys for the meditation, for those of you that are coming for that. And I'll see those of you that are already registered for the course, I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. And we'll see you also on Monday for Shortcuts for Your Soul. Much love to everybody. Bye for now. Have yourselves a wonderful and joyful day.